welcome back to the Great Spate Coaster. We are currently watching my recorded playthrough, because we had given up. I had given up. It was enough. It was making me crazy.
Yep.
And, don't rub it in.
And it should also be noted that this will be the final...
Yeah, this is the finale.
Yes, this is the Zelda 2 finale.
So, if you were paying attention in all the fast forward before, essentially, I got to the palace for one try. It turns out that for me, talking while playing really is a distraction, and I'm just going to have to get better at it. But this is a really tough game.
Yeah, it's a tough game.
But, so I get to the palace, and the force field doesn't lift. And you'll see in the fast forward, I'll do a little happy dance, and then I'm baffled, because the goddamn force field doesn't lift. And it turns out that on one of the earlier recording sessions we did...
Yeah, and I think we even recorded something along the lines of, oh, did we finish that? Yeah, we finished that.
Mm-hmm.
For that particular
we
palace.
We finished the Swamp Palace,
mm-hmm.
but we didn't save it. I didn't save it after I beat the boss. I had saved it after I got the item. So we never realized when we went back a week later that we didn't kill that boss. So I had to go all the way back, which I just ended up leaving and killing myself. Because once you get to this palace, if you die, you start in the palace.
Yeah, which is, it's super convenient.
Except for that one thing.
Except for that one thing that if you screw up first.
Frampton had to kill himself.
Poor Frampton.
And then check all the other palaces, and then we found the one. And what was cool about it is that when I defeated that palace... it leveled me.
Right, and you only, you had, 8,000 that you needed for it, and you only had, maybe 1,000 of it, so...
Yeah.
That was, that was pretty cool.
Dude, those red fuckers, and they're called, Fockers or something?
Fogels or whatever.
Something. They're horrifying.
They're terrible. Because, the flames actually chase after you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what you must have been thinking about there
we were
for a
talking,
minute.
I don't know.
Probably.
I probably asked you to look up what the hell those crazy things are.
I probably was looking up what those hell are. So.
But it's funny. I bet if you're watching this play session and you look at some of my other ones, I bet I'm a lot better here.
Yeah, definitely. And it's noticeable even just watching, no matter what. Certainly if you don't have to think about what you're trying to say or try to think about anything else other than playing the game, it's so much easier.
Yeah.
Definitely props to people who do that.
Definitely.
You just don't... You think, people are just sitting down playing video games and talking, no big deal. And it's kind of a little bit bigger of a deal than you think.
Yeah, it really, it takes a lot of concentration.
Yeah, especially if you're actually good at it.
Well, that's the thing. You watch shows like The Grumps or The Completion, or we were watching Beard Brothers. They're fucking funny. They're really funny. I can only aspire to be that funny. These things, you see them and you almost shit your pants. Because they're I can imagine the Japanese guys that made this game is going to be super racist right now. We need to make an enemy that combines all the worst things. What was that other king? Armenian.
Yeah.
Everything bad we put in there. And then this kick to the balls. It's a secret area. Now, in every game I've ever played, secret areas are full of really good shit. Here,
right.
Horror monster.
That immediately kills you.
It's just such a huge
and then it's yes, have to start.
But at least it's just the beginning of the palace.
Right.
Although I gotta tell you, every time this happens, you get that fear in your balls. Well, my balls. That's
I don't really...
Is it not gonna work this time? Is it gonna send me back to Nappy Zelda?
Nappy Zelda.
This whole game is just because she took Ambien.
Oh, jeez. You're just out there, just running around, and in reality, she just has to sleep it off.
These guys are so sporadic. They're just everywhere.
Yeah.
And you notice the fire chases you?
Yeah, that's actually one of the things I think that they say about the enemy, is that the fire will come after you.
It's terrifying to watch. I here. I think I ferried here. I don't remember exactly.
Well, it's...
Oh no, I just made the jump. Good for me.
Oh, right. Yeah, good for you.
Not for wasting crap.
I think there's, plenty of points that you had to ferry.
I think I made a poop joke right there.
Probably.
Probably?
Probably. No, because, like, we were making a lot of poop jokes with him squatting all over this place.
And then this part, it's like this whole game, you're inundated constantly. And then I got here and there's nothing. And I'm like, wow, I'm on terror alert red.
You definitely get to this final palace thinking, okay,
this is going to be the worst.
This is going to be, and it even says, in like parts of the walkthrough and stuff like that it's like, you know, you'll notice that it's, you know, it's relatively absent of bad guys.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, most of the palace, it doesn't really have a whole lot of bad guys in this palace.
No, and like the crazy red fuckers. Okay, so they're a little scary, but
crazy red fuckers.
I'd rather fight them than the blue death knots.
Oh yeah. I don't even know. I was trying to like figure out their names, and then it's like, forget it.
Knuckle knot, dreadnought. I don't know. I knew like an hour ago.
Oh, something. Excuse me.
Dark nuts.
Dark nuts.
I'm not kidding. That's what they're called.
And then these things.
Even these, like I'm handling them like a pro here.
Right. No, but like exactly, you can see like the gameplay is so much easier and smoother.
But I noticed in the Grumps playthrough of this, Aaron really guides the conversation. Like Daniel talk and answer, and he'll go and say like a long thing, but his brain wasn't required to come up with stuff.
Right.
So I guess it makes it a little easier to concentrate when you're not doing that too.
Right. And
This guy.
like, and we talked about that like off, like off camera and stuff, if you call it camera, because it's not really camera.
Yeah.
But like off mic, we've talked about some of that stuff, and that it's like, oh, okay, if I know ahead of time, maybe I should start thinking about actually preparing some material. Yeah.
I don't know, because I want to play Mega Man 2 next, and I've played and beaten that game so many times. It's one of my it's in my top 2, you know. And I think it'll be easier for me just because that's more muscle memory. Whoa!
And then this guy comes out of freaking nowhere. You've got like Devil Death Head.
Like, how hard would it have been for them to just put a red flask in there?
And it's like, oh, look, here's a nice little fun secret passage. Devil Death.
Right?
Death Head. Yeah. It's like, no, there's nothing else.
And maybe that's
They're not
going to
give you anything good. Terrible.
I'm getting agita just watching this.
Right.
It's I'm all over the place. I'm left, I'm right, I'm up, I'm down. And now he just falls off the edge of the world.
Yep. I have got the yawns.
Yeah, I'm tired too, actually.
I'm not sure why. Oh, I know why.
It's been a long week.
Been a long week.
It's only Wednesday.
It's only Wednesday.
Can't believe it's only Wednesday. You can see!
Oh, man. So, like, this is sort of, like, straightforward, even though it seems kind of maze-like.
Yeah.
But it's relatively, like...
In comparison to the rest of the game.
Yeah.
The Swamp Palace
going
thing
down to the right.
wasn't terrible. And then after that, everything was just terrible.
Right. It just got progressively worse and worse until it just became this, like... I don't know.
See, and that's the thing. Like, it got progressively worse really fast. Like, progressive almost implies, like, it took a little while.
Right. No, but it was like a... There was, like, the giant... Like when we played Columns.
Yeah.
Yes, referring back to a previous episode of The Great Spate Coaster.
A sudden ramping up.
A sudden ramping up of the speed and lethality of the game. And that was the experience here with the Zelda 2. This is nice. We can kind of do, like, a nice little recap.
Oh, when I see this thing. It's like, you had to do this. Something happened where I killed this guy because he got trapped, right?
Right.
Run away!
Run! Ah! Get these laser swords up your butt.
Oh.
No one wants laser swords. That's terrible.
Yeah, That's what happened.
Oh.
That was
there you
friggin' luck.
go.
That was so
That really worked
lucky.
out.
I feel all agitated watching this.
Right. I actually feel a little bit more relaxed because I remember it being, like, really not so bad.
Yeah, and I know how it turned out.
Yeah. Spoiler. We'll let you guys sit in, like, anticipation of what happens.
Oh, I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen?
Right.
What am I fighting now?
Right.
Because this wasn't even the boss.
No. It's like a mini boss.
Yeah. Alright, it was a giant king head dude.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell that is.
No, that's... Yeah. He is Disco Death Head.
You don't get anything for killing that
No, they're
fucker.
literally, like, worthless.
You don't even get XP.
No, you get some pain. You get some pain with those.
I'm looking at the XP counter. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
And this friggin' pyro phoenix monkey.
It's a phoenix monkey.
We're gonna jump all over and shoot the fire. And the fire will chase you.
The first thing that it wants when it, like, comes back out of the ashes is a banana. Oh. Poor Frampton.
I know, he took a lot of abuse.
He really did.
So did I.
Yeah. So did some other things.
That was so not my fault. I had no idea anything was even there.
So, did you end up having to start over, or are you just still continuing
No, I think
on?
I did it.
Okay, you're still continuing on.
Just looking for the next torture trap.
Right.
And I don't even know why. It was just out of habit, because I had full life and full magic at this point.
Right.
Oh yeah, and you were like, oh, there's a fairy to the right. I was like, doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of other things that you can kind of get, but
Yeah.
most of this particular palace, and like really, we're showing you quite honestly most of the quickest way through. Right.
That was handy.
That was handy.
Because that was out.
It was absolutely necessary to have that, just
Yeah.
in case he ended up dying at some point.
I felt like that's like the one cookie that this game gave me.
Right. Pretty much.
You
So
know,
like
and
once
I only
you
had to jump a giant chasm of lava and suicidal blue guys.
Yeah, pretty much. Just to get that. So, you know, if you finally get to this castle on this point, that you have that little extra U doll hanging out there.
I guess we were discussing what the hell to do.
Probably. Still.
Yes.
And we're still discussing what to probably do.
I guess. If this goes on long, I'll cut some of it out. Come on, Michael and Erica. What the fuck? What were we talking about?
I have
Okay.
no idea.
Ugh,
More of this crap.
more of this shit.
But yeah, it seems like this palace is probably one of the easier ones aside from this kind of crap.
Like, this is insane!
Yeah, it's really just like, he shouldn't be that difficult.
One of my personal things is, in order for me to call a game a great game, you should be able to get through it. And I'm not saying I could, but conceivably someone should be able to get through it without getting hit.
There's like a drop down here.
Right. But
Yeah.
there's no way. There's no way anyone. I'll have to look on YouTube and see if there's like no hit. You know, like I don't even know how that would be possible.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Oh!
right.
Forgot
about that.
With the crazy eyes. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta kill that thing. Which I don't. Can I go? Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna kill it.
You're like,
Betty Davis.
but yeah, the downside, well, a couple of downsides to that is that he does burst into a bunch more smaller ones that take a lot more.
A lot
hits.
of hits. Which
Yeah,
is
they take a
kinda-
lot. They actually and tell you it takes a lot more hits, but you don't get any extra points for it.
They being a walkthrough.
Yeah.
See, and I'm looking at this, and I'm like, oh, I know the second I open this thing up, this friggin' thing's gonna fly out and chase me down.
Yep.
And then this happened.
Yeah, they had to like leave
I
these
died
crazy.
here.
Oh yeah.
I tried. I hit the wrong button. Try to do it. Nope.
Just didn't quite make it.
Good thing we had gotten that extra life.
Yep. And that's why that stuff comes in handy.
And I'm like, oh god, it's chasing me.
Yep. You got these like spiky things like right there.
Oh.
And yeah, you have to kind of time that out too to be able to fall down the shaft.
This was definitely you're only gonna win this game if you have a subscription to Nintendo Power kind of game.
Something like that, exactly.
I almost feel like they made this game and for Nintendo Power sales.
You know, that's quite possible. Because like you really you would have needed this. You really
either
needed
that
it.
or like call the Nintendo Fun tip line, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And like sometimes
Oh, is this it?
I think we're getting close.
I think this is it. I think this is that crazy Thunderbird. Where you have to use the Thunder spell. Can you imagine playing this game, being a kid, getting all the way to the end, and not having that Thunder spell?
Right.
And not even knowing that it exists. Just getting all the way here and not being able to beat this friggin' boss. After going through everything.
Right.
Yeah, this was a definite way to sell friggin' magazines.
Mm-hmm.
Assholes.
Absolutely.
I think at this point we're having like a lengthy discussion. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough magic.
Yeah, we should have probably just kept going.
Well, no, we did. And I did have enough magic.
Right.
It's just like, it's so much. Because I had to cast Thunder,
Right.
Jump, and Shield.
Yeah, there was all kinds of spells you have to cast here.
And it's not like there's a number up there for magic that tells you how much you have.
Right.
So I did Thunder first, then Jump, then Shield, I think. Let's see if I remember. Nope, I did Shield first. Then Thunder, then Jump. Right, I wasn't sure if like I was gonna have to cast Thunder multiple times.
Oh, right. That's what it was.
What else did I cast?
I don't know. And this, like, it's crazy because he's supposed to be like some sort of
Reflect. You told me to cast Reflect, and that would reflect some of those fire things.
Oh, right.
Which it did. I'd have been fricked if we didn't do that.
Right. That's true.
Oh.
And that thing, it's like sort of this unidentifiable thing. Like it's supposed to be some sort of like a phoenix thing or something.
It looks almost Indian.
Yeah.
You know, like Native American.
Yeah, exactly. It has almost like a totem kind of look to it.
I was so pleased with myself. I was just doing anything, seeing if magic would come out of something.
Right, right.
Again, like I knew that what was coming up.
Right.
And I also knew there was a trick to it. From Nintendo Power. Yeah, I had a subscription. That was a long time ago.
And then this little man. So here we go.
Shadow Link.
Shadow
This
Link.
is the trick to fight Shadow Link. And it's so funny after how this game was.
Right. This whole time. All the way up, these previous... I can't remember. What are we on? Like episode 20?
Yep.
Like the previous 19 episodes have been like this. There's nothing short of like, sorry, ass fuck.
Yeah.
And really, it ends like this.
And then this, yeah.
It's like a whisper. And it's over.
You're right. You're right. It is. Especially considering how ridiculous some of the things were in this game.
Right. And then apparently you just bring like some giant triangle.
It's a Triforce.
But so you just bring a giant triangle to this chick and she wakes up.
Well, that works with you.
Yeah. I do like those little triangles you bring me. These shimmery gold things.
You saved Hyrule. And you are a real hero.
A real American hero!
The end.
And it's finally over.
Oh. So yeah, I did it.
You did it.
I did it. I couldn't not.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it's behind me. And I'll never play it again. And if I wasn't trying to speak and play, it wouldn't have been as bad.
Right.
Because I got through Death Mountain in one try every other time I did it.
So.
But this was really hard. And again, I'm going on record. I think it's a shitty Zelda game. The thing that sticks in my craw was the items. And there are no items. They're the things that, like, basically they're just keys when it really comes down to it. They're fancy keys.
Yep.
So the game should have been called The Legend of the Key Collector. And like the magic spells, again, other than shield and life, they're pretty much just all keys.
Right.
Jump is sort of like a key. You can't get to the area without using it. The fairy is like a key because you just need it to get to certain areas. Thunder is a key because you can't defeat the boss without it. Spell is a key to open up that thing.
And yeah.
Thanks a million.
So next time on the Great Spate Coaster,
We'll be playing something better.
not Zelda 2.
Not Zelda 2. Probably Mega Man 2. I love Mega
But
Man 2.
not Zelda 2.
Never again. Never again.
Thanks, guys. Subscribe.
Thanks. Like, comment, subscribe.